Most people are chasing their dreams so hard that they don't even realize they're actually pushing them further away. They're gripping, they're forcing, they're needing it to happen now. But the truth is that the more you need something, the more you signal to your mind and to your life that you don't have it. And that's what keeps most people stuck. But there is a shift, a real powerful one, where you stop chasing and things start coming to you. And that's called detachment. And no, it's not giving up. In fact, it's the exact opposite. And in this video, I'm going to show you why chasing outcomes is secretly holding you back. What detachment actually means, because most people get this wrong. And how to live in a way where things start flowing to you rather than away from you. Okay, so why chasing pushes things away? It pushes people away. I mean, let's be real. We've all had this happen to us. You want something badly. You want the success, the money, a relationship, growth in any form. And you think to yourself, I really need this to happen. I have to make this work. This has to succeed. But here's the problem. That energy, that isn't powerful. It's actually desperate. And desperation creates resistance. And when you're attached to a certain outcome, you're constantly checking in. Is this working yet? Why hasn't it happened? When will it happen? What am I doing wrong? And every time you do that, you reinforce one identity. And that's the version of you who doesn't have it yet. So you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. It's like trying to surf a wave. And I know this from when I first started surfing many years ago. I was 11 years old. I used to love surfing. And sometimes you get frustrated, especially when there's a lull in the wave where there's no waves coming at all and you feel tense and you're like, where is it? And you're forcing things to happen. You're overthinking everything. You're paddling around everywhere. And if you're a surfer, you know what I mean. The problem when you start thinking like that is that when a wave finally comes and if you stay tense, you end up wiping out. So chasing outcomes puts you in a lack mode. And from a mindset perspective, lack creates pressure. Pressure creates resistance. And resistance blocks results. So the harder you chase, the more life runs away from you. So if chasing doesn't work, then what does? And this is where most people misunderstand this next part. And that is what detachment actually means and what it doesn't. It doesn't mean giving up or being lazy, not caring, sitting around on your couch doing nothing all day. That's not detachment. That's avoidance. Detachment means you're committed to your vision, but you're not emotionally dependent on the outcome. You can live without it. You want it, but you can live without it. And why this changes everything is because when you stop needing something, you remove that pressure. And when pressure drops, your natural power begins to rise. You move from I'll be happy when this happens to I'm already aligned and it's on its way. So detachment is confidence in disguise. And when you're attached, you're trying to control how everything's going to work out. You're trying to control when things happen. But when you detach or detach from things, you trust something bigger. You trust the timing. You trust the alignment. You trust your path. You trust the universe is going to help you out. And you stop forcing outcomes and you start becoming the person who naturally experiences them. So detachment is not letting go of your dream. In fact, it's letting go of the tight grip around it. So now the question becomes, how do you actually live this? Because it sounds all good and true, but applying it is where everything changes. So how to practice detachment daily? I mean, let me give you something practical, because this is where people either stay stuck or they begin to transform. You first of all got to shift from outcome to identity. Stop asking, what do I want? And start asking yourself, who do I need to become? Because outcomes follow an internal identity shift. And when you become that person, the results have no choice but to follow. The second thing is to do the work, but release the need, release the desperation, take action, massive action, inspired action, but don't tie your worth to the result. And that's so important. So you work smart, but you don't grip hard. And the third point is to trust the delay. And this is a big one because most people quit because they think nothing's happening behind the scenes. It's not working. But what if it is working, but just not on your timeline? So delay is not denial. And the fourth point is to create internal fulfillment first. And this is powerful. So if you feel empty without the result, you'll chase it. But if you feel whole already, you'll attract it. And the truth is that the goal is not the thing that you want, the thing that you're after. We all go out there, we want the money, we want the car, it's the feeling you have when you get it. So the goal is the feeling, goal of feeling good that you've got what you want. It's not the actual thing. And you can generate that now. So become fulfilled before it arrives. So let this sink in. Detachment isn't about stepping back from life and doing nothing. It's about stepping into a higher version of yourself, a version that trusts more, forces less, flows more, and attracts things to you more naturally. And when you stop chasing life, life has a funny way of chasing you. Thanks so much for watching. If this video resonated with you in any way, please click on my school community in the link below. Join my free school community. It will be going up soon, but it's free now. Also, please watch my next video here.